What's up, ham fam? Josh KI6NAZ. The video you're about to watch is a range test, relatively flat terrain, from my home to the point that the wires X connection, the digital connection, breaks down and the party that's listening to me on the other side, whip grease, can't hear me any longer. The setup is quite simple. I'm running my FT2DR, which is in HRI mode in node mode, meaning there's a frequency. That frequency is set to simplex. I connect to it via my FTM400, which is in my car. And then I'm able to navigate wires because the FT2DR in my home is connected to my laptop. Just like I covered in the live stream, bit less involved here. This is very straightforward. I'm just going to drive until I can no longer be heard or I can no longer hear the station I'm talking to. Keep in mind the FT2DR is a 5-watt radio. So likely the weak link in this setup, what's going to keep the distance low, is the FT2DR's ability to transmit out the signal of the party I'm trying to hear. So when the receive starts to die, it's likely because we're running out of that power on the FT2DR. Alright, I'll have future information on this. I want to build this out a little bit more and see if I can add up some power, get some greater range, because with wires, you're really only limited to the output and receive capability of your radio, right? It's basically a home repeater type node that you're creating, which I think is quite interesting, fascinating, and really useful for different situations. So anyway, on with the show. Thanks for watching, by the way. If this is the first time seeing these videos, and you like what I'm doing, please hit subscribe. I really appreciate it.
Oh, okay. I know you said you were in your mobile with an HRI 200 box.
Negative. No, I only have the FTM400 in my car, and the FT2DR is connected to a rooftop antenna in my house, which is connected to a laptop, which is giving me the wires node access. Okay, so this is what I want to try to do. I'm in my car, and I'm simplexed into my FT2D in my house. I want to see how far away I can get from the house. Okay, we just zeroed it out. We're going.
Okay, so that's what, 5 watts? Yeah, you should get a couple miles.
Yeah,
what's the gain on the antenna?
The antenna is supposed to be 10 dB gain. 10 dB gain on 2 meters, so we'll see. I'm maybe guessing a couple of miles at most. We are 0.2 miles away right now. Okay, half a mile, a little past half a mile.
Yeah, just as you know that, like the digital sound that you get from guys that either have, you know, slow internet or not a great connection to their repeater / hotspot, it kind of sounds like that, but it's not bad. Like, you can barely tell.
Okay, we are almost at 1 mile. 1.5 miles.
Well, we'll find out tonight how far you can get with it on the mobile there. Are you going to crossband when you're at work or just when you get out to your vehicle?
I haven't thought about it. I'd probably end up having a crossband.
These little shorty whips that you get for them, I had that basically thrown on it and we were running.
Okay, I'm on the freeway. We just passed 2 miles. 2 miles.
You're still good.
Okay, 3 miles. 3 miles.
You're still good, man.
3.5 miles. How am I coming? Did I lose you at 3.5 miles? 3.5 miles?
Briefly, you disconnected from the room and then you popped back up.
5.5 miles right now. 5.5 miles. 5.7 miles. A little bit. I hit a dip. Can you still hear me?
I can hear you.
Wow, still there. 6 miles. I just dropped him. Yeah, I expect it to just drop immediately, so if it's starting to get bad, it's probably gonna drop quick.
Probably about 50-60%.
Yeah, it's starting to judder. Okay, I'm gonna call it at 6.5. I'm gonna get turned around and see if I can pick you back up, because you're starting to judder too. Yeah, he's breaking up pretty bad at 7 miles. That's really respectable. I'm impressed. That's 5 watts. So what I've learned here is that it's really only limited by the transmit capability of the FT2DR at 5 watts. Get a respectable 6 miles on flat ground in wires, really good. So I assume if you ran like full digital or full bandwidth digital audio, it would be really, really good. So I'm pretty impressed. If you had a proper mobile with 50 watts, you'd do a lot better, is my guess.